Well, ask most people who Moses is, and they would probably say he parted the Red Sea.
There's a sea ahead and an army behind! Ready yourselves!
But ask actor Christian Bale, who plays him in the new movie Exodus, he has a very different answer when asked that.
You know, absolutely seen as a freedom fighter. Yes! Hebrews, but terrorist in terms of the Egyptian Empire. What would happen to Moses if he arrived today? Drones would be sent out after him, right?
Ooh, here to weigh in is Fox News religion contributor, Father Jonathan Morris. Good morning to you, Father.
Hey, good morning.
Thanks
Interesting take. Right?
So what do you think? Moses a terrorist?
Well, I think he said in relationship to the Egyptian empire, and the Egyptians were holding the Hebrews as slaves. So maybe from their perspective of the slave holders, well, then these bad slaves would be terrorists against their empire. Maybe. But, you know, I think...
But in today's terms...
You know, and then the drone thing, it makes it sound like, you know, the big bad guys are the ones who use drones. And, of course, that would be the U.S. and the West against terrorists. So I don't like the comparison, put it that way.
Do you believe that that's fair to what Moses did?
No. He certainly wasn't thinking about drones, and I think he was, yes, a freedom fighter, no doubt, but a freedom fighter called by God to go against an empire that was keeping the Hebrew people enslaved.
I guess when you hear that word terrorist now, right, because you're saying drones, so you're not really looking in the past, you're looking right now. It doesn't seem to many people that he was alluding to how they would have seen him then. He's describing him in modern terms.
Yeah, and he was also referred to Moses as a schizophrenic, you know, and we go back to the director, Ridley Scott talked about religion being the greatest source of evil. This is a few years ago, okay, but the religion being the greatest source of evil. Now, I don't think that they're going after religion here. And I think there's a lot that could be gotten out of this movie. I love the fact that we're going back and doing epic biblical films. We think of Noah. Was there some good in that? Yes. Could it have been great? Yes. Was it? No.
What was missing?
What was missing was the spirit of faith. You know, I think, Elizabeth, there's three elements of a great religious film. And one is great art, great acting, and then third, a perspective of faith. The Bible is not just a history book, or it's not a history book. There's history in it, but it is a book of faith. And when you get those three elements, you're going to have an epic film.
Let me ask you about the film that you're consulting on, AD.
Yes.
Directed by Mark Burnett and Roma Downey.
That's right.
Does that contain those three elements?
It absolutely does. Otherwise, I wouldn't be involved with it. And the fact that they even brought me in to be a part of it means that they're trying to get it right from that perspective. I think a lot of organizations and directors could learn from that and say, we're going to make this right. We're going to make epic films that have religious element.
Okay, give me
faith.
A couple of words that describe Moses, in your opinion.
You know, first of all, he was a humble man who listened to God and was unafraid to do the big things that God was calling him to. Like he had a speech problem, and he had to go speak to the Pharaoh. And he said, what am I supposed to tell him? I'll tell you when you get there. Oh, what kind of sign is that?
There's faith for you.
Yep.
Father Jonathan Morris.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Always great to have you
Thank you very much.
Thank you.